Tibby is glad that you are taking this journey with us. You were selected because you stand out as someone who shows immense potential to practice this model of providing support. You can make a positive impact in the lives of the people you care for. This mindset will be central to your work with Tibby. Next, we take a look at the history of the models of care that have been practiced within the industry over the years and how the human rights model has evolved.
Thank you for meeting me, Sarah. I really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome, Travis. I was surprised that you contacted me to learn about the human rights model.
I must admit I was quite conflicted after our discussion last week. It was a reality check. I realized I've been complacent at work over the last few years. Like something didn't feel right. Talking with you made me remember why I wanted to work in the disability sector in the first place. It was to help people, to bring happiness to the lives of others. I'm glad to have this wake-up call and remember what I wanted to do. I have recovered my passion and I want to learn more about the human rights model. It sounds like it aligns with my own values and how I like to be treated by others.
Well, I'm happy you feel that way. Your enthusiasm and your values are exactly what applying the human rights model is about. It's great that you are open-minded and able to consider a new way of offering support. Are you ready to learn about it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready to?
Perfect. Let's start with how the human rights model originated. How do you think it was created?
Maybe some business people got together and created the idea for a new company.
No, not quite. The human rights model was drafted and published by the CRPD in 2006.
What's the CRPD?
Oh, of course. I shouldn't use acronyms without explaining them first. The CRPD is the United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities. They are responsible for creating the human rights model of care. The document was developed by people with disability with the aim of achieving the best level of equality for people with disability around the world.
Well, haven't I ever heard of this? Why don't they teach us these things in our courses?
Good points, Travis. Well, actually, Australia ratified the convention in 2009, meaning that Australia formally agreed to follow the recommendations formulated at the conference. Unfortunately, most providers are yet to amend their policies to reflect the standards set out in the CRPD. Many providers still practice outdated models of care that, although they have their merits, are no longer appropriate in this day and age.
And what exactly is the human rights model about?
Well, as its name states, it's about the rights of humans, all humans. Regardless of their differences, the human rights model focuses on upholding, promoting, and protecting the rights of people with disabilities. This means that all basic rights, including the right of privacy, the freedom of expression, and the right to access education, must be respected.
You mentioned that I was using the social model before. What is the social model?
The human rights model of care is not the first model of care to exist. Before the human rights model, there were a number of other models used, including the medical model, the charitable model, and the social model.
I would love to keep chatting, Sarah, but I have to go to work now. Are you available to meet up tomorrow to talk some more?
Yes, I'm available to meet again tomorrow. You can use what you have learned today during your shift. See how the participant responds to your new perspective.